These two SEC schools really epitomize what a rivalry is all about. We should see plenty of big plays and hard hits today. And now it's time for the coin toss, and it's brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coca-Cola taste, 0 calories. Enjoy everything. The kicker's got the ball set up, and we're ready to get this thing started. Excellent kick. He's to the 20. Makes it to the 22-yard line. Kentucky's offense, a lot of times they can spread things out and they can really be versatile offensively, but when you got a wide receiver like this, it really helps the cause.
Well, it does, and it continues to help with what they're trying to do. They're trying to find matchups, and when you have one player like this that the defense has got to be aware of, they're going to spread you out, try to find the one-on-one matchup, and if you spend too much time with this one player, they've got some other weapons to make you pay for it.
From their own 20-yard line, it's second down. Quick throw, almost intercepted.
Boy, Brad, this guy drops an interception, and what's ironic about that, from going to the meetings the other day, is that this guy's been telling the coaches he wants to play some wide receiver. You wonder why you're not playing wide receiver? Because you can't catch the ball as a defensive back.
Steps out of bounds, right around the 28-yard line. So the referee initially calls it a catch, but we'll have a chance to take a second look at it and determine if he really was in bounds when he caught the ball.
Well, the side judge was standing right there, so I'd be surprised if he missed that call.
The ruling on the field will stand. He caught it.
The only thing left to say about this play is that was an excellent catch.
These special teams have done it before, blocking punts. It looks like they're coming after this one. Oh, what a hit. He did a good job there to give his team decent field position. So here comes the offense taking the field for the first time today. Receivers got it on the screen, and they make the stop at the 41. The screen pass goes nowhere.
Well, you got to take your hat off to the defense. All week they preached over and over again how they were not going to let this kid use his speed in the open field, and they really shut him down that time.
And down he goes, right around midfield. It's third down, and this offense is about 3 feet away from that first down marker. Got a man wide open, and it goes through his hands.
Nothing clicking there. Let's see if they can make a few adjustments before their next series.
Throws to the receiver, and he's got it again. And he's tackled at the 43.
A risky call going for it, but it paid off. That showed some real composure there by this offense.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 43-yard line. Tackled after a decent run up the gut.
That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
He tackles him for a loss.
That makes it 3rd and 7.
Third down now, and they need to get it down to the 33. Catches it, and he's looking for more. Tackle around the 32-yard line.
He showed you right there why a defense can never lose tabs on it. Take your eye off him in coverage, and he'll create a big play.
This is the 8th play of this drive. He's taken down at the 24-yard line.
That makes it 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. Ball on the 24-yard line.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mike 17.
Play action. Fires quickly, and he's got his receiver for the touchdown.
The wideout here truly knows what he has to do to contribute to make his team successful.
And the secondary didn't quite seem alert enough to defend that pass. Hits the PAT. A 9-play, 59-yard drive. And they come away with a touchdown. So the score now, 7-0. Ross gets set to kick this one away. He just drills this one. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. The Volunteers are right where they want to be early in this one, partner.
Well, this is what their coach talked about, getting off to a great start. The defense did their job, and it's nice to see the offense move the ball down the field and also get some points on the board.
You never like to have to play from behind, but a deficit this manageable shouldn't be in the front of their minds. They just need to go out there and play. Complete. He's got room, and he is drilled at the 32-yard line.
7 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
2nd down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down. And he's taken down at the 29.
But you can really mess with an offense's game plan if you can take away their ability to run.
Up the middle and stuffed.
Did you see how that big defensive line got such a good push on that play? That's exactly why they were able to stop him for a loss.
Matthews is back deep to return. And down he goes at the 37-yard line. 6 points and a pretty display of passing was a result of their last drive. Kirk, do you expect the defense to take a different approach here?
When this quarterback is on, he is on. It already seems like whatever this defense is trying just isn't working. But maybe if they add just a little bit more pressure, then they might be able to force him into a mistake.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
From their own 41-yard line. 2nd down. Tennessee up 7 points. Brought down at the 49-yard line.
That makes it 1st and 10.
Screen pass. He's got his halfback. Out of bounds around the 48-yard line.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
2nd down, 10 to go. Ball on the 48. Pass complete and taken down immediately.
That'll bring up 3rd and 2.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, one set.
Throws out on the screen, incomplete.
Number 17 was the intended receiver.
And it's the offense that takes the field on 4th down. And he hits him hard at the 28-yard line.
This guy has that innate ability to get just enough distance from a defender to make a completion possible. You don't see it from every receiver, but this guy's got it.
First down grab. Tackle made at about the 9-yard line.
Looks like the defense played the run that time. With this offense, you've got to be ready for a pass on any down in any situation.
Hoping to double their lead here as they close in on the goal line. Tennessee is up by a touchdown. And he's hit before he can go anywhere. They're stopped for a 5-yard loss.
Well, that's just a sound play by the defense. They dropped him well short of the line of scrimmage.
It's the 9th play of the drive.
17's Mike. Mike 17. I got you, punk.
Now he tries to buy some time. And he's level at the 22.
But the defense is fired up, responding and reacting to that sack. Not only do they get the quarterback, but they hit him and hit him hard. I think that can really create some confidence for this defense. The next time this quarterback drops back to throw, you got to be thinking he's going to be a little bit gun-shy and concerned about the pressure that these defense is putting on him.
Offense lines up in a 5-wide set, and the defense anticipating pass here. There's a strike complete. He's tackled right around the 6-yard line. 4th down. They'll line up for the field goal, and this is nothing more than a chip shot. It's up, and he's got it. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. The Volunteers have found a way to shut this offense down, but hey, it's still early in a football game.
Yeah, give them a lot of credit for the way they've played up to this point, but just based on watching these teams and preparing for this game, do not be surprised to see this offense eventually find itself and start to execute much better.
Gives it off. Tackled for a loss. Second down, 13 yards to go. Ball on the 22-yard line. They hand it off. Gets to about the 24-yard line. Five guys will be out in the pattern as they're in the shotgun. Had his hands on it and dropped it. Mary awaits the snap. And he's tackled at the 44. The offense ready to go again, and their last drive ended with 3 points. Throws complete. He's got room to work, and he tackles him hard at the 43-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. He passes it. Got it. Complete, and he's out of bounds.
Man left. Pull down. Hey, 1 7.
The halfback with a carry. He gets hit out of bounds around the 29-yard line. From the 29-yard line, second down. Got a man, but he's tackled back behind the line of scrimmage.
That brings up 3rd and 14.
Third down now, and they need to get it to the 18.
17's Mike. Mike 17. Way down.
Sets up a screen, incomplete.
There's the intended receiver. That'll make it 4th and 14.
He gets it up, and he got it. Looks like they're ready for the kick. Sends it sailing downfield. He's to the 20. Tackle at the 28. Tennessee's defense really came to play early in this football game.
Well, they've done a good job here early, but you know eventually this offense is going to start clicking. Let's see if this defense can sustain this for the rest of the game.
The defense did a nice job shutting down the offense the last time they had the ball.
They've been beaten soundly on both sides of the ball, and we haven't even gotten to the second quarter.
Fires quickly, and he's got his man. They'll bring him down at the 39-yard line. First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 39.
That was just smash-mouth, helmet-to-chin football by the defensive line there. They dominated the point of attack.
He makes it out to maybe the 39-yard line. It's third down and 11 to go. Ball on their own 39. We've played one. The Volunteers in front, 13-0. And we're back for more action here in quarter number 2. And a nice catch there before he stepped out of bounds.
That is money in the bank. Sometimes you just can't stop a good combination.
From the 49-yard line, first down. And he's tackled after positive yardage.
That brings him 2nd and 5.
Tackled after a decent pickup. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 1. On the throw, incomplete pass. He fights forward to about the 39. Football will change hands as they fail to convert on 4th down. You think about the challenges these two teams are facing. On one side, you've got to find a way to keep building on your lead, and on the other side, you've got to find a way to get back in it. Up the middle for a nice gain. They need about 3 yards to get the first here on second down. And down he goes at about the 41.
Man, did he play that perfectly or what? As a linebacker, you have to be able to read the offense and make a quick diagnosis, which is exactly what he did on that play.
And he carries the ball for a nice gain.
That's a gain of 4 on the play. 4th down.
The punting team's got to give their kickers some time. He's knocked out of bounds around the 23-yard line. It was a pretty one-sided first quarter, but I wouldn't be surprised if things changed in a big way before halftime. And they get nice yardage on that run.
That's a gain of 5 on the play. That brings them second.
From their own 28-yard line, it's second down.
Let's go! Green 88! Green 88!
He makes it to the 28-yard line. In the shotgun and 5 wideouts. That's a great tackle at the 35-yard line.
Gain of 7 on the play. 1st down.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 35-yard line.
Set! Wide 80! Wide 80!
And they make the stop around the 33-yard line.
If this offense keeps running at this guy, they're going to have to rethink some of their play calls.
And he's tackled around the 42-yard line.
That makes it
3rd down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down. Slings it. And a nice pickup there.
I'll tell you what, the defense gambled a bit here and came with the blitz, and the quarterback showed tremendous poise by making a good read and delivered a nice ball to the open man.
From the 41-yard line. 1st down.
Ready! Green 19! Green 19!
And he's got the junior. Tackle right around the 28-yard line.
McCoy on the tackle at the 28-yard line.
Here's the 8th play of the series.
1st and 10.
Throws quick to the receiver, and it falls incomplete.
These receivers could have done a much better job of recognizing the pressure and breaking off their route to get open quicker.
2nd down and 10 to go. Ball on the 28. Quick throw out to the receiver, incomplete. This is the 10th play of this drive. There are 5 wide receivers split out. The quarterback in the gun. And they bring him down for a sack on the play.
The smart quarterbacks
and offensive linemen have a really unique relationship. A quarterback should take care of his offensive lineman. But after that play and that hit, you really got to be wondering what kind of relationship this quarterback and his offensive lineman have after that.
The sack makes this a 4th and very long. Kicks away, and he just drilled it from long range.
You know, I was wondering if he's going to get a chance to kick one of those. We saw him warming up from 60 yards before the game.
13-3, Tennessee. They line up to kick this one away. He's to the 20. And he's taken down at the 31. The Volunteers looked almost unstoppable in that first quarter. Kirby, since then, it's not so much that way.
Yeah, they've been sluggish here in recent series, but I think it's important. They still have the lead. This is where some leadership needs to assert itself, and somebody needs to make a play to flip that switch to get this offense going here.
And he's taken down at about the 27-yard line.
That makes it 2nd and 14.
So it's 2nd and 14. Ball on the 27-yard line. Caught out in the open. He's taken down at the 34-yard line. Quick shot to the open receiver, and he can't hang on to the ball.
Number 17 was the intended receiver on the play. That brings us 4th and 7.
Brown will be the return man. He punts it away, and it's a great kick. He makes it out to maybe the 33-yard line. The Wildcats have got to find a way now to get the football in this guy's hands. And I think about basketball players and a jump shooter. You can't get him the ball, get him to the free throw line, and get him one free one from 15 feet.
I agree with you 100%. I mean, this is one of those games where the defense has just been suffocated. They've taken this wide receiver out of the game. This offense has not been able to come up with some answers. I would continue to fight as an offensive coordinator and a play caller to find different ways to get this receiver a touch. And all it takes, Brad, as you said, is just one play to maybe create that spark and get this confidence established for this offense.
From their own 31-yard line, 2nd down. Fires quickly to the tight end. Brought down around the 48-yard line. A nice-looking play that time.
Well, the defense was blitzing here, and again, great recognition by the quarterback to find the hot receiver.
First and 10. Ball on the 48-yard line. Gains his way to the 40-yard line.
Gain of 8 yards. That brings us 2nd and 1.
On play action, under heavy pressure. Quick throw, almost intercepted.
Number 2 breaks up the pass.
It's 3rd down, and this offense is about 3 feet away from that first down marker. Tackle made at the 38.
Brings us down. Gain of 2 on the play. First down.
They go to the back, and he's hit immediately in the backfield.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
From the 38-yard line, it's 2nd down. throws in a hurry. The defender had it and then dropped it. And this is the 8th play of the drive.
This quarterback is tough as nails, Brad. He's going to sit in that pocket and give himself a chance. The only problem is, at some point, you've got to have a feel, almost that sixth sense on when to get out of there and avoid the pressure, or just to throw the ball before you get hit.
This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Not a lot of success for this offense on their last trip out. Gets out to about the 21.
Call it a gain, 1 yard. That brings up 2nd and 9.
From their own 21-yard line. 2nd down. Throws complete and he stopped immediately.
That makes it 3rd and 3.
They need about 3 yards to get the first down here on 3rd down. Setting up blockers, the running back's got it on the screen. He's tackled right around the 38-yard line. The screen play worked that time for a decent pickup.
Yep, you're right. Excellent call to go to the screen to maybe slow down this defensive pass rush a little bit.
The quarterback in the gun. Empty backfield. 5 wide receivers in the formation. Catches it, and that's all. They come out in a 5-wide set. And he's shoved out of bounds around the 36-yard line. First and 10. Ball on the 36-yard line. To the 10. Fires it out. He's all the way. Touchdown. He makes the PAT. A 6-play, 80-yard drive, and that's good for a touchdown.
Brett, I thought the key to that drive really had a lot to do with the quarterback and the receivers getting in sync, making it very tough for the defense to slow them down.
Tennessee is ready to kick it away. And he got all of this one. Great kick. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. It's still only the second quarter. We've got a lot of football left, but I've got to say, this one is teetering on the brink of a blowout. Trying to set up a little screen, gets it to his tailback. He's pushed out of bounds around the 32-yard line. Second down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down. They'll line up with 5 wide receivers. Fires that quickly, incomplete. Grabs it and hammered right there. So it's 4th down, and the offense is still on the field. First half comes to a close as they head to the locker rooms. 20-3, Tennessee.
We've played 30 minutes. Glad to have you with us on the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 halftime show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. David Pollack and I here in the studio to break down everything that just happened in your game. Perhaps the most important statistic in any football game is turnover margin. I once had a wise coach tell me that the football was so important they named the game after it. Whatever that means. I think it means that you're not supposed to let it get away from you and give it to the other team, and so far both of these offenses have done a great job of that.
No doubt, and most games are lost, not won, and it's because of the turnover differential. You can look at the stats when you say that every single time, but you know, both teams doing a good job taking care of it. Both offenses executing and still calling a game, still scoring points, still putting up good numbers, but at the same time taking care of the pigskin, and they better value that thing because, yeah, you give it away and bad things happen.
Just about time to get you back out for the second half. Brad and Kirk will be along in just a second. You're looking forward to keeping an eye on everything around the country here. Got a lot of good games going.
We're locked and loaded. We got all the big screens going. You're going to be looking to hand out some helmet stickers later. Yeah. We loaded, man.
I'll try. You think you can keep on your shoes in the second half?
I'll try to. They stinky?
Yes. Brad and Kirk, you're at a safe distance. Take it away.
All right, Reese and David, welcome back, everybody. Just about set to start the second half. Nice kick, plenty of distance. He's to the 20. And down he goes at the 30-yard line. Both squads are digging in now. Let's see what happens on this next drive. Complete, brought down, nothing doing.
That'll make it 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Ball on their own 33. Sampson off the left side. They'll bring him down at the 33-yard line.
No gain on the play. That makes it 3rd and 7.
Fires out to his receiver. And down he goes, right around the 34. Ross awaits the snap. And this one is a beauty. Oh, man, he took him down hard. There's got to be some sense of urgency to this offense right now. They don't have the luxury of wasting drives if they want to get back in the game. He fights forward to about the 36.
That makes it 2nd and 6.
From their own 36-yard line. 2nd down. Caught, and he's hit immediately. Over the middle to his tailback. And they make the stop at the 49.
That's good for a gain of 13 yards. 1st down.
From the 49-yard line. 1st down. And he makes it out to about the 47-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 2 yards. That'll make it 2nd and 7.
Ready! Red 18! Red 18!
There's a strike complete. And he's tackled at the 34.
Gain of 13 yards. 1st down.
We've got it 1st and 10. Ball on the 34. Fires Fires quick out to the receiver, and he can't make the grab.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
It's the tailback. He's at the 20. Gains his way to the 13-yard line. So they go on the ground and pick up another first down.
They are stringing together a nice little drive here. If they keep this up, it'll be hard to keep them out of the end zone.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 13-yard line. Gets to about the 11-yard line. We're at play number 9 of this current drive. Got an opening. Tackled outside after a nice pickup.
Gain of 7 on the play. That'll make it 3rd and 1.
And so it's another third down upcoming here. Tackle around the 2-yard line.
Gain of 2 yards. That makes it 1st and goal.
And this is the 11th play of the current drive. He's scrambling. He's in for the score, and they're back in it. And he hits the PAT. So an 11-play, 69-yard drive, and they get it in for 7. Looks like they're ready for the kick. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. Let's see if this drive has a more rewarding conclusion than their last, which ended with a punt. Quick throw out to the receiver, incomplete. Second down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 25-yard line. Fires out quickly to the tailback. And he's hit before he can go anywhere. Quick throw out to the receiver. I'd say that went about as well as the defense hoped it would. Brown back deep to return. They get this one off, and it's a beauty. Brown takes it at the 23. He makes it out to maybe the 36-yard line. So it's time to see this offense go to work again.
This defense couldn't stop them from moving the ball and inevitably finding the end zone.
Good protection. He flings it. Big gain there for the first down.
There was some miscommunication down there by the defense that allowed for that big gain.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 38-yard line. Tackle after a decent run up the gut.
That's good for a gain of 7 yards. That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
And he's taken down at the 21-yard line.
That's good for a gain of 10 yards.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 21. They'll give it off here. They bring him down in the backfield. They go counter right. Good outside run there.
Called a gain of 6 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6 to go. Ball on the 16. They'll spread the field here. Let's see what the defense does with a 5-wide outlook. Got him in the screenplay. He's taken down around the 11-yard line. Takes a handoff, tackled for a loss. And so now the ball's turned over on downs. They're ready to begin another drive. And he just gets rid of it. They line up at the 14. 2nd down. Quick pass. Brought down at the 16.
That makes it 3rd and 7.
Catches it, and he's immediately tackled behind the line.
Reception. Hayes takes him down behind the line at the 14-yard line. That'll bring up 4th and 9.
They're stacking the line. It looks like they're coming after this punt. He dropped it. And he's taken down at the 50-yard line. There's got to be some sense of urgency to this offense right now. They don't have the luxury of wasting drives if they want to get back in the game. Makes it to the 41.
That's good for a gain of 9 yards. That brings up
Short yardage situation here. It's 2nd down and 1.
Here we go.
And he's going to be sacked.
I think that one's on the offensive line. They've got to do a better job of holding their blocks, or else this quarterback's going to be pulling turf out of his face mask all game.
Inside the 40. Empty backfield, quarterback in the gun. 5 wide receivers. Wants to go long and does. No, incomplete.
Good job here by the defense. If you let this quarterback set and throw, he'll kill you all game. But they got excellent pressure on that play.
He'll try to knock this punt down inside the 20.
Sometimes it's not the huge distance, but precision that you need from your punter. Nicely done.
The defense really stepped up to force that 3 and out on the last drive. Tackle made at the 13. He ran a good-looking route and picked up positive yardage.
That he did, and he made a good catch. That short passing game is where you see all those hours in the summer that you put in pay off.
So it's second down now, and they need about 4 yards to pick up the first. The halfback with a carry. Runs outside for a nice gain. Fumble. And now it's recovered by the receiver. It's not over yet, folks. We head to the fourth quarter. The Volunteers with a 10-point lead. Back in this very pivotal fourth quarter.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Hey, down.
And a quick throw. Steps out of bounds at the 29-yard line. So it's third down, and they're just inches away from picking up the first down.
17, Mike 17.
He gets rid of this one. Ross is the punter. Brown fields it at the 30. He makes it out to maybe the 39-yard line. The quarterback leads the offense back out onto the field as we get set to resume play. Under heavy pressure. Throws it deep. Incomplete.
Boy, the execution here is very good by the offense. The quarterback did a nice job of reading the defense. He put the ball in a position to be able to make the catch. The problem is the wide receiver did not focus and concentrate and hold on to the ball.
He's at midfield. He's tackled around the 42-yard line.
That's a gain of 19. First down.
First and 10. Ball on the 42. He laterals the ball. Knocked out of bounds at the 23.
Call it a gain of 19 yards. First down.
First and 10. Ball on the 23-yard line.
Here we go. Green 90.
Room around the corner. Gets out to around the 9.
Gain of 14 on the play. That makes it first and goal.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
He's got it. Touchdown. Here's Here's the extra point to draw within 3 points. He splits the uprights with the extra point. They line up to kick this one away. He sends this one deep. He's to the 20. Brought down at the 23-yard line. Things aren't tied, but they might as well be. It's this drive that could really dictate the tone for the last quarter. Tennessee is up a field goal. Loose football, and they fall on the loose ball.
It's careless mistakes like this that can completely turn a game around. He's simply got to be more careful with the football.
So a big momentum shift could be in the making here as we take a look at the possible fumble.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So after review, they decide that this call should be reversed. So it's second down, and they're only about a foot away from picking up the first down. Looks for his running back, incomplete. Down he goes at about the 29-yard line.
He wasn't decisive at all on that option, and once he kept it himself, there was no place to go.
The defense looks like they're going to send in the cavalry on this one. And this one is a beauty. And he makes it out to about the 37-yard line. Tennessee's been persistent. They've been relentless. They've been focused, at least in the fourth quarter they have.
Yeah, just a team effort here. The defense has gotten the ball back. The offense is executing and giving them a chance. They still got a shot here to win this game.
And offense is back on the field after running the ball very well on their last drive.
This offensive line really opened up some big gaps for the running back last time.
And he makes it out to about the 37-yard line. Second and 10. Ball on their own 37. Got an opening. They'll bring him down around the 46-yard line.
I like how efficient the offense looked on that play. Everybody knew their assignment, and it all came together for a nice run.
From the 46-yard line, first down.
Ready, check, check. Hammerhead.
He's looking for 6. Can't connect.
The ball just sailed on him, and he knows it. He'll get it next time.
That makes it second and 10.
Got some open field. And he's tackled right around the 38-yard line.
That's a gain of 8 on the play. That'll bring up third and 2.
It's third down, and they're about 2 yards shy of the sticks. 5 wide. And they make the stop right around the 30.
Gain of 8 yards. First down.
Man left, man left.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
He makes it out to maybe the 29-yard line. Second down and 9 to go. Ball on the 29. They go to the ground game. Tries to get around the corner. Tackle at the 18.
Gain of 11 yards. First down.
And this play is number 8 on the drive.
Set. Red 68. Red 68.
Setting up play action.
Hey, I know he dropped it, but the safety put himself in a position to make a play. That's impressive.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
So it's 2nd and 10. Ball on the 18-yard line.
Here we go.
He gets out to about the 18-yard line.
No biggie on the play. That brings us 3rd and 10.
And this is the 10th play of the drive. Caught over the middle. And he's taken down around the 13-yard line. This should be an easy field goal. It's up, and it is good. And with that field goal, we are all tied up.
Yeah, that was a clutch field goal without a doubt.
And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. He kicks it off, and he got all of that one. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. We might have overtime in the back of our minds, but down on the field, that hasn't occurred to anyone. They want to end this thing in regulation. And they hit him in the backfield.
The defense had that one called perfectly. That's a big play on that loss.
That makes it 2nd and 14.
Second and 14. Ball on the 21.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
Going over the middle, intercepted. He's taken down at the 24.
In a close game, the outcome often comes down to one play. Maybe that pick was it, but who knows? We've still got some football to be played.
From the 24-yard line, it's first down. They'll run it. Makes it out to about the 16.
Called a gain of 8 yards. That makes it 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Green 19.
They go with the run. Makes it out to maybe the 13-yard line. About 3 yards gained there on the play from the halfback.
This halfback showed great fight there on the counter play. He knew just how far he had to go to pick up the first down.
From the 13-yard line, first down. And he is drilled at the 22. It looks like the defensive end that got in there.
Yes, it was. He did a wonderful job of fighting off blocks to bring the quarterback down.
Defense looking for another sack in this second down and long situation. Less than 3 minutes in the game. Boy, was he drilled as he let go of that football.
Yeah, he's going to feel that one tomorrow.
Quick strike to the receiver. Brought down at the 9-yard line. This one should be makeable. The kick is up, and the field goal is good. And so they take the lead with that field goal.
Big-time kick late in the game. That was a clutch kick to put them up on top.
Excellent kick. Kentucky lines up for the kickoff. He's to the 20. They'll bring him down at the 23. They threw a pick the last time out. Should be interesting to see what they do this time.
One general rule in any game is to hold on to the ball. If you're in the negative in the turnover department, your chances of winning decrease exponentially.
And here's a quick throw. Oh, he had a shot at the pick.
The defense always likes to see a pass broken up, but getting the turnover would have been really big.
Second down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 23-yard line. Makes it out to about the 33. Swings it out left to the halfback. Tackle made around the 33-yard line. Just under 2 to go in the game. He's going right. And a nice catch there before he stepped out of bounds. From the 49-yard line. First down.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, 22's coming. 22's coming.
Throws it out there.
Hey, that's a heads-up play there by the defender. Get those hands up and something good may just happen.
Steps out right around the 46-yard line. Third down, and they need to get it down to the 39. And he tackles him hard at the 33-yard line. And this is the 8th play of the drive. Complete. He's got room. He's tackled at the 25. The Volunteers will use their first time out of the half. It's second down, and they're about 2 yards away from the sticks. Stays in bounds and made a nice catch. 10th play of the drive. We have less than a minute to go. He lets it fly. This one is incomplete.
Great hands there by the wide receiver. Unfortunately for him, he couldn't get a foot down in bounds.
So the referee is going to take a look at several angles. Now remember, he's seeing the same thing we are, and he needs indisputable video evidence to overturn the call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Well, they get it right after the review. They call it a catch, and play will continue. He makes the PAT. Ross gets set to kick this one away. Nice kick, plenty of distance. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. The Wildcats have sort of set up the defense with this wide receiver doing most of the damage. Do they go away from him, or do they do something different?
I think one of two things here for this offense. You either find a way to get your star receiver the football, or in some cases you want to use him as a decoy, maybe take 2 or 3 defenders with him, and then open it up for somebody else to be able to make a play.
He throws right. Got it. Complete, and he's out of bounds. First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 39. And that one's incomplete.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
They'll spread the field with 5 wide. And he's tackled right away. Superb effort by the receiver to come down with that ball.
Well, this comes down to the timing between the quarterback and the receiver, and the result, again, a nice play for the offense.
Under a minute left. Under heavy pressure. He launches one for the end zone. No, incomplete. From the 41-yard line, it's 2nd down. Quick throw, almost intercepted.
I'm not so sure he made the best decision that time. That was a pretty tight area he was trying to throw that one into.
Well, that's just a huge stop right there here late in the 4th quarter in a game this tight. That might be one we look back on later and say that won the ball game. 4th down, and the offense is still on the field. Well, that one should do it. A 4th down stop here late in the 4th quarter, and that should be the nail in the coffin in this game. And so now the ball's turned over on downs. Here we are late in the 4th quarter, and this is what this game has come down to. Every possession is going to count, and this could be the one right here. We should just see the quarterback take a knee right here, winding down the rest of this clock. Kentucky's going to have to use their 2nd time out of the half. You're an offensive coordinator. You love this play. His quarterback will take a knee. The Wildcats using their 3rd and final timeout. Favorite play in football if you're a quarterback. Take a knee. Tennessee is up by 4. And this one comes to an end. Our final count in this game, 27-23, Tennessee. So, Kirk, how would you sum up the action of this one?
Nothing adds to the pageantry of college football more than a good rivalry. This was a great game that should only add more fuel to the fire for next year's matchup, and boy, was it fun to watch.
Thanks for joining us for another game of NCAA Football 14. For Kirk and everyone here at EA Sports, Brad Nessler saying goodbye, and we'll see you next time.